I'm Michael Torini. This is
Mary Jane Torini, and we take care of his mother, Maria Torini.
Okay.
And she has dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's.
Hi, I'm Kim Downs.
And I'm Debbie Drown.
And we take care of our mother, Lorraine, who is 79 and has been diagnosed with dementia and supranuclear palsy.
My name is Seda Rodriguez. My husband had to quit his job. He had to quit the job to take care of me. Now I take care of him because he had a stroke.
My name is Sharon Connor, and I'm the caregiver for my mom and dad, and that would be Jack and Hazel Connor. Over the last 4 years, both my mom and dad have kind of, their physical condition has worsened.
Mother has been able to remain in her home at 96 years old.
Hello, my name is Al Blass. I live in Woodbury, Connecticut, and I'm the caregiver for my wife, Nancy Blass. Well, Nancy has multiple sclerosis, osteoarthritis. She's had a stroke, which has affected her right side.
My name is Elizabeth Thomas. My mother is Maria Thomas, and we're at the Glastonbury Health Care Center, where my mom has been a resident since mid-April of this year, 2011.
I would go to this elderly daycare center, and they would say the same thing. Well, there was only care for the daytime, nothing at night.
Right, yeah.
And then finally, when I went 2 years ago now in December, she said that there was this program, Money Follows the Person.
Yeah. And
then all of a sudden, oh, she can come home. It was like, boom, boom, boom. She's like coming home like in 2 weeks. I handle it. Sometimes it's stressful because sometimes she doesn't cooperate.
Most times she doesn't cooperate.
She came home in December of 2010, and now my dad lives with us, and he came in June 2011. So he's been here since June. So we take care of both of them, and he's legally blind.
It does, interrupt your lifestyle and stuff. Like you said, the kids are gone. Now we have 2 more kids. Well, hope for the best. Expect some bad times. You're going to have a lot of patience, because patience is a big thing for something like this. There are people out there in programs like Connecticut Community Care and Diane Fontana to help.
They helped us very tremendously.
Yeah,
she's the one who got her home.
It's just better having her home, no matter what aggravation, no matter what time we don't have anymore. We'll get it back sooner or later.
I used to like to help my mother a lot. I take her to the doctors. I go to the stores with her, shopping, do her groceries. But there was a time that I couldn't do it anymore because I developed cancer. But then 4 years after, I had cancer in my breast, I had cancer in my liver, and I had to take aggressive chemotherapy. I thank God that now I don't have cancer no more, but now I thank everybody that helped me, and I have a lot of people, social workers, that helped me a lot, and my husband, to go through his stroke and his illness. He's a very sick man, but I'm here to take care of him until God knows when. My mother just passed away 2 weeks ago, and I thank the social workers from CCCI, because they gave me a big hand. I mean, they help us a lot.
My mother started showing signs and symptoms of Alzheimer's or dementia or forgetfulness, whatever.
But to be able to have them stay at home was my dad's main goal, and we were honoring his wishes totally and trying to make this all work.
But as time progressed, my parents had various sicknesses and illnesses that brought them in and out of nursing homes for rehab care. And then we needed more support in the home.
Because at this point we're using agencies through CCCI to just help with cooking when she came home from daycare, and to just help her get dressed in the morning. Now we're working on, she can't come back. She had lost so much by being 3 months in a nursing home that there is no way we could survive where we had before. And that's where Dana suggested that I do the elder care at home program and hire my own people through the help of Dana and the affiliation with Allied. I've had the best team to be able to succeed in this that I could ask for. I think it's my mother's little angel up above that has given us these people.
We'll keep going and do what we do right now, and like Kim said, stay in the moment and not get overwhelmed with tomorrow, because tomorrow's another day, and not beat ourselves up about what we can do, what we can't do. We just take it one day at a time.
Yes, they live downstairs, but I work. My husband just recently retired, but still we needed some care. We needed some help with my mom and dad. So Connecticut Community Care has been with my family and helping my mom and dad for the last 4 years, and it just puts our minds at ease a little bit, makes our life a little bit easier, as far as someone coming in, a nurse coming in once a week to check on both of them, and just the different services, but they have been a godsend to us, and I truly don't know what I would do without them. I'm up every day at like 10 after 5. I'm in work by 7:30. I don't leave work until around 6. Every day when I leave here, I go home, I make dinner for my husband, and he's wonderful because he'll do the dishes while I go downstairs. I'll get my dad his meds, I'll get my mom her meds for the night. I will help change my dad's shirt into a pajama top, do his breathing treatment for him, and just anything else that they need. But it's something that I do every single day. You know, it's your mom and dad, you know. And you want to be there for them. You want to do what you can, but sometimes, like you said, you're being pulled, and you have to roll with it. And I've learned to just one day at a time.
I knew how critical me gaining the knowledge and the structure would be when it became time for my mother needing services. She had some surgeries, and so I then went back to the Visiting Nurse Association, as well as Mary Cunningham at the Senior Center, and we all sat down and determined, yes, Mother did need help. I think one comfort for not only myself but for my family is the knowledge that Connecticut Community Care is not only with us today in the structure that she has in her own independent environment, but they will be by my side if Mother needs to come to live with me. They bring their services to my private home.
They went from being completely independent to being pretty much totally dependent on others for their care. My dad did wind up needing more care than we could all possibly give him. And he was over at Vernon Manor Nursing Home for a few years, and he just died last year. When that happened, right before that, my mom was living in Texas for about a year with a younger brother. She had come back for a visit, and then things, were just started to deteriorate. So she wound up staying here. Her primary place of residence was in Manchester with my oldest brother and his wife. We would try to work it out so that she'd be there for a few days, and then she'd come to my house for a few days. Then she would go to my brother Bruce's house, who lives in Glastonbury, and she'd get shuffled around, is the way she put it. She was very verbal about it. I don't like doing this. I want to be in the same place. What did she say? I want my own address. The day after she came here to live, I just, I had an emotional meltdown. I have a blog called Here is a Kiss, which is the name of a book that I've been working on about the last 15 years with, taking care of my parents and what that's been like. So it's memoir, but it's also sort of like a guide in a way for people with aging parents.
We've been married for 33 years. And you know, we were looking forward to doing a lot more things together. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen, but we try to make the best of it. We do one day at a time, and like I said, we're each other's best friends, so that definitely helps. The doctor originally thought it was arthritis, and it progressively got worse to the point where I would have to come home on my lunch breaks and take care of her and then go back to work. She had to stop working in the school system because it just got worse and worse. And it took years before she was diagnosed with the MS. A typical day would be get up in the morning, give her a medication, give her a good morning kiss, and then I would, you know, I wash her up, get her ready for the day, get her breakfast, and basically that's it. You know, we do lunch if she wants it, dinner, and then at the end of the day, just do everything in reverse and get her ready for bed, and that's it. My oldest son saw how much stress I was having, so he went on the computer one night and just happened to hook up with the website for Connecticut Community Care. Got me the help I needed, so it was a wonderful thing. So we have an overhead lift that was donated by Connecticut Community Cares by Nan O'Brien, and she heard that the Hoyer lift that I had was not working out, and just having this lift has taken a tremendous amount of stress off. You know, every time I have to get her up or you know, anything that relies on me getting her out of bed. So it's helped tremendously. It's you know, it's improved our relationship together, because if I don't have stress, she doesn't have stress.